Hello, hello. Oh, it has been quite some time. Um, but I am back and I feel really drawn to do a reading today. I'm actually using the camera on my computer, so hopefully it still looks alright. It looks a little dark on my screen, but I'm just gonna roll with it. My fiance is using my cell phone, so he's watching the prelims. Prelims. Um, man, a lot of stuff has happened since the last time I've been on here. A lot of wild energies and things. And honestly, I just haven't been. I've been called to just go inward a lot and reflect on a massive amount of things. So that's why I've been away for a while, to reflect and really understand where I am right now. We got the Three of Wands underneath and the Seven of Cups as the main message for today. I'm also gonna get some oracle. Okay, two of them wanted to come out. Say it out loud. And tipping point. This one has been coming up a lot in the past. Whenever I do use this deck, it seems to show up at least. Like I noticed, it would either show up underneath or it would show up in the main spread. So there's something about that. I do feel like already I feel this like clearing. Underneath the deck is backward is forward. I like this one a lot because it feels like, let me not skip around too much right now. With what I have here, and when this one keeps showing up, it feels like it's that like final releasing stage, which is awesome because right now, um, ooh, my stomach just did like a oh kind of howl, like a release of air inside. I've never heard it make that sound. That was like a perfect wolf howl on my left side. So, as I was gonna say, uh, show the cards here, which the feminine shows up here on left side. Say it out loud. It's like speaking truth. Really, not being bashful or shy about um, how you express in the world, and it's directly clearing the muck. Like if you can see these these beings are both in water, and this one is like very mucky and it feels thick, right? Uh, to me. And this other one is like the clean, clear crystal waters, and it feels very much like the clearing of the thoughts and being able to just speak has helped to being able to speak clearly and clear the emotional space because water is about that like emotional sphere. Being able to really Seven of Cups, we're talking about like scattered emotion almost, like being able to keep things in under wraps, to keep things in a emotional order. Maybe things were very emotionally chaotic before, like mood swings. Even that kind of comes to mind with the way it's showing up. Um, could be something that was like a thing, but it feels like say it out loud is really showing that uh, tendency to kind of withdraw and not speak out of even kindness. Like sometimes we don't want to tell somebody that they're being a d-bag when they are, like it's coming up like that in my mind, like just speaking, uh, even when it's kind of brash, uh, is what's actually been the healing medicine, clearing out the muck in the water. But with this being showing up, I was really drawn to his crown chakra being balding or bald, and shiny. And that really, whenever I think of that, like any being who has that sort of space, it feels like it's an overactive crown chakra to me. It's very much the thinking is just, and it's just flooding. It's not allowed um, space to connect to source. It's kind of connected to every plug all at once, and that can get very 555 as I look at the time. That can be very confusing. Seven of Cups on the like shadow side of Seven of Cups. This one's actually saying it's good. Like this is a good Seven of Cups, but on the shadow aspect of Seven of Cups, it's like scattered emotions or mood swings. It can be um, having too many options of emotion, if that makes sense. So it's saying like with this one it feels like a settling of that, and with the say it out loud it feels like that happened through being very um like bluntly honest, boldly honest. It's helping to put a lot of force behind uh transformation, because we have the Three of Wands here under the deck. So that really shows me that the universe is trying to tell us through this message that there is um, this time that we've been utilizing to create this space of more harmonized emotion, and speaking our truth in a very uh, convicted way. Not even if it's like so much brash, like being very bullheaded, but like being very steadfast, like no, this is, I'm putting my foot down, this is what it is what I'm feeling. Like this person shows that shy, bashful energy to me, and I feel like it's saying through the act of actually just speaking and not, overthinking the part of the like the emotional part of it, like what it could cause an emotional effect in another person even. Like just speaking our truth to somebody could cause an emotional effect on them, and sometimes people can hold back that response, natural response to like tell them the truth, in order to save them from that, their own emotional discomfort. And sometimes people just kind of need that to get them through the muck. And I feel like it was like come here, like you're trying, like it feels like what source is saying this, it's like you were helping call more energies to this space, and that's why this Seven of Cups feels very good. It feels like you were also energetically leveling out other people's emotion through speaking truth in a bold way, and doing it with the that clear emotional response of within yourself, like neutral response. I'm going to say this truth to this person and serve this truth to them because it's actually a gift, not an insult. By doing that, it's caused a lot of push behind the forward momentum in the transformation. With this forward is, I mean, backwards forward, it's like that tendency to try to go back to a comfort zone or go back to a past sort of pattern way of being, shying away, closing down, um, whatever sort of thing, just going back into that, into any sort of past behavior. And we're gonna go further into that. Um, Actually, give me a moment. I'm gonna pause for a second. My nose is full of boogers right now. It's we're about to get a storm, and I came in from outside not too long ago, and now the floodgates are starting to run. So give me a moment. Yeah, so we're about to get a snowstorm. I'm so excited, because they're talking about a couple inches here. So what I feel like what I my guides were pointing to is this is where we are picking up in the story as far as let me get this out of my glasses. Hold on. I got this light turned directly at me. It's so dark now. Wait, I think I turned this down. No, that's all right. Um, we're gonna work with it because it's part of this whole sort of energy, especially with the snow coming in. I love snow energy. It's very still, and with that Seven of Cups, this one specifically, it feels like that very, like I said earlier, very still, emotional period of like calmness, just like breath. So it feels like the story that we're picking up on with the next tarot deck, an oracle deck, is gonna dive deeper into this backward is forward card. That's what my guides are saying right now. So let's see what we got with that. One wanted to jump out already. Dreamer 7. So we got another. Wait a minute. Yeah. So wait. Dreamer. Dreamer is the swords. So we got another 7 coming out immediately. And this one is the 7 of swords. And it says, a coward betrays. That's what this muck is referring to. And with it going to the backward is forward, the like answer to that is it looks like some okay, hold on. I want to see what's underneath. Maker Queen, gift of healing. I'm really drawn to the flower on her vagina. So it because I'm also drawn to I'm also drawn to this being right here who's making like a crude I don't know if the designer meant for it to look like that, but to me it looks like a crude remark about the male size. So it's like healing that on both ends, the masculine and feminine aspects of that area, the sexual organ, and this being in the back. Um, I gotta put this back up, so I hope that doesn't get my glasses too much. But this being in the back, there's someone watching. So there's somebody, and it feels like that's what this, because this didn't feel like the same energy. It felt like it was actually someone else and also someone that's being helped by, like I said, the collective, the ones who are right here, right now in this reading. Um, we're leveling out other people's energy with our energy because of the way we're healing right now. But there's someone being called out specifically that's got this sort of energy that is very much, they might even have this sort of pattern baldness, like right here. It's like a hot zone because that's your crown chakra, and it's like it's a disconnect from divinity in a way that's it's like almost trying to take position of divinity. Like I'm getting like that savior complex is why that usually happens because it's like an override of your it's like overriding your intuition, knowing the message is being received and still doing a negative thing anyway. What I'm getting is the poison ivy thing. These flowers in the back is like doing something nice but out of spite, not out of niceness. Like sometimes people will give gifts for the thank you rather than because they simply wanted to give the gift. And this energy here coming through is saying, as I shine the light completely on it, is saying to not go back to that energy because it's trying to also call you to it. And the roses, it's gonna, that energy, whatever that energy represents, whether it be a person or a situation, is very tempting. It's got the roses in the back, so it's like it's trying to tempt with that pretty rose colored glasses. Like the smell is sweet, something about it is enticing, and it's saying not to follow that call because it is it's just calling you back. Excuse me, I'm releasing some energy from my throat. I'm also being drawn to the fact that this being is a turtle, uh, like like a hermit, like a turtle person. So that could also be significant. Um, it looks like a mutated turtle person, like a snapping turtle. Turtles are, they carry their homes on their back, so it's very personal. It feels like a personal thing, or that could be what. Yeah, I'm not gonna dive too closely into that, but there's significance to the turtle. The with this energy, this person or this situation's energy is connected to that turtle or snapping turtle specifically, bog turtle, the bog. I'm getting that bog essence from it. But this energy is coming through as very mocking and very it's trying to tear down the essence of the male essence of you. And it's I'm not, it hasn't worked and it's not working, but it's like like getting like the moon is trying to like you see this, like it's trying to get something through. So it feels like maybe something is not coming through, and that's what this message is about. So we're gonna find out what is not coming through that the moon has been trying to reveal to us, because this being is the only being that doesn't have its head lit up. So there's something um, within the message of not returning to a comfort zone or not going back to a past situation. Um, really, as I lifted that, it says showing up. So showing up, really showing up for oneself with that say it out loud card. It's really like saying showing up for yourself, really standing true to who you are. Um, Maker Queen, and then literally underneath is the Ace of Pentacles. Under that is the Dreamer 3. So it could be, which is the Three of Swords, soul loss. It could be connected to some sort of, yeah, it feels very close. Like whatever the situation is, it doesn't feel, um, it feels like a very personal situation. Could be, just something that's been uh, close to you, family related, something like that. It seems very personal up in your face. So I'm gonna get some more cards here and try to get a deeper message. And I'm also gonna clarify them before I even, wow. We got a lot of powerful stuff coming through. Maker 7, effort sustain. So it's saying at the end of everything, the message is to really keep going. Keep on swimming, because whatever you're doing, you're actually already, this is 1, 2, 3, 3, 7. So we got the 7 of Cups, we've got the 7 of Swords, and we've now got the 7 of Pentacles. So it's really saying, which is amazing, before I go too far, is amazing. 777, that's very lucky. Um, and it's saying the effort that you're putting into this, saying it out loud, not going back to tempting situations that are trying to call to you, really hearing your intuition, not letting little mocking things or, um, like I said, enticing stuff, temptations to pull you back into this energy's muck, because that energy is steadfast in whatever it wants, whatever that is. It's very steadfast in it. It's up to its ankle, its calves. It's not going anywhere for a while. Like that, if it's a person, if it's a job, if it's a like a situation, and whatever, it is, that energy is very stuck to it. So it's saying don't get tempted by that, because it's gonna, that thing is gonna be there for a while. Whereas you being in your energy and listening to the call, the staying neutral in the emotion, being able to hear the call, it is directly actually not only keeping your this whole journey clean and focused and centered and in the right direction, it's also calling this person out of their muck, because they're turning towards forward. They're actually like, hmm? So it's, even though they're in up to their ankles, if it's a person, it feels like one. I'm gonna say it feels like a person. I'm just gonna go with that for now. If it is a person, they're up to their calves in this muck. So it's going to take them a while to get out of this. And that is their journey to trench through those waters. And it feels like some of those things are self-made, and it's going to take a lot of time, because those flowers were grown by this creature. It feels like those are self-made things. So those are heavy karmas that have to, like that's a heavy thing. So I think that's why it's trying to say not to go back to that. It's really trying to open up our, like this moon this moon really calling, and the fact that this one is the only one that's not lit up. And also the cards that I have here, we got Maker King, which is the King of Pentacles, the Elder, and the Ace of the Dreamer, which is Ace of Swords. So it's, again, it's whatever is not lit up in this person, what the connection to it. For us, this is the message directly to us, the collective now. That is coming in through the effort that we are putting in by keeping our emotional bodies clean and our spiritual bodies clean and our connection clean, our hair. The antenna. There's been something, I've been on this like hair journey, and this being's hair is really drawing me in. And again, with the pattern baldness part, it's really drawing me into this crown chakra. When the crown chakra is lit up, which we're coming into, literally, um, it our antenna, our hair, is connected to and can really clearly understand the messages that are coming in. If you look into hair and like, I went down a rabbit hole, but like there was about like the native people of indigenous people of different parts of the world, and their connection to their hair, and the way that their hair allowed them to um, get in tune with the world, the animals, the nature, like the weather, everything. That's really what I'm seeing here. Uh, is that connection is coming in strong. And I'm going to take a pause here because I'm going to drink some water. nature is coming in so strong right now. Maker King. It's literally says that, well, it says gift of skill, but it's saying that it's a very steady, grounded masculine. There's a direct attack of the masculine at this stage, and I've been seeing it a lot, and it's like the breakdown of the masculine in all of us, and I'm getting that with this message here. Again, I'm seeing that like vulgar, like uh, insult to the masculine. So it might be some one of those things like this. It might be part of what the temptation is, and the moon is trying to call us like that like whoa that I keep feeling when I or hearing when I tap into this specific energy with the radiating lines. A coward betrays. It feels like this energy, this energy is going to give the final like utilizing their final temptation to try to call you back, and everything is trying to point out to not take the bait, and it really wants you to listen on it because it might have been a trying time emotionally recently, and that's why the Seven of Cups is coming here. You might have voluntarily um, cut off connection because this is a mirror effect here. As I said earlier, that pattern baldness keeps coming up in when I tap into it. It always comes up as a direct insult to divinity. Having a message come through from the elder, the higher realm, getting that message and actively turning away from it, knowing it's bad and doing it anyway. So that and in like really sneaky ways with that seven of the dreamer seven, the coward betrays. It's like that, like mocking someone behind their back, saying lies about someone, like smear campaigns, stuff like that. Like it's really sneaky, sly, you know, ways of being. It's not good. That's why the person is hiding behind the tree, and the moon is trying to call out to that. Like you know, what you know who this is, what this is. Don't get called back to it because there's gonna be this suction, this vacuum point with this backward is forward that's going to try to pull you back. And it's just saying the message that source is trying to give us as the collective for this message is to sustain our effort, the one we've been putting to really stand our ground, stay in this integral. uh he wears this crown and is very honorable. He has an honorable energy about him, the Maker King. He's someone that you can stand behind and really feel represented. So it's like through being that like noble person and not taking any crap, but also not unnecessarily giving any. This I'm getting that a lot, especially with this. The knife can cut both ways when we speak something and it's out of spite or anger. It's cutting both ways. We're hurting ourselves as we say it. But it's saying through the effort that we've been putting in and keeping our energetic or our emotional and energetic spiritual hygiene, as we spoke about earlier in the beginning of the reading with this, keeping it clean and pure and connected and not foregoing the message like that energy is doing, is how we stay in this this sustained effort. It's not supposed to be hard. This person is doing this very effortlessly. She's got her, excuse me, her tendrils coming out of her back to help her. And as I lifted that, that was what was under the deck originally. As I lifted it, we have Warrior 6, which is incredible. It literally says no foe too great. So it's literally saying that whoever this or whatever this situation is that's trying to tempt you, trying to call you back into it, is not going to um, succeed. Not only are they not going to succeed, but it's bringing you um, glory, because people are actually going to be looking up to you in a way because of the way that you've represented yourself in this situation, and you're getting pushed through. When I lifted that, you're getting pushed through a massive transformation portal. This is like an initiation period. This is a fucking test from the divine, and it's opening up our third eye portal in a way that we have not experienced before. It's going to be that final thing that lights up direct connection, not just the third eye connection, not just crown connection. It's like soul star connection. This is a whole new level. I'm gonna get this oracle card, and then I'm gonna. This one has been really awesome to tap into. We got mint under the deck. It says abundance, persistence, proliferation. I'm not sure what that means. But going by what the other stuff says, I'm going to say it's like um, a gain, a gain of something, or something, proliferation. That feels like something growing. We've got this little charm, this fishing charm, which feels very significant. That feels like a literal message. Someone might be a fisher or enjoy fishing a lot. I would suggest highly to do that more often this year, because it feels like it's going to, when the time's right. Right now, I don't think that's, at least not where I'm at. We're like getting into the thick of winter. Um, as I said, we're about to get a snowstorm. So, which, as I said that, I looked down, and the Maker King is, well, he's in the, it looks like clouds, but, well, it looks like snow to me, but it might be clouds um, for the actual drawing. But yeah, so this is most likely going to transpire within the next couple of days uh, during the snowstorm for where I'm at. This is like a visual representation of time for me, so that I can understand. Where I'm at is going to be the next 2 to 3 days of possible snow-ish weather. So as a time frame for the rest of you, if you're not getting snow, um, it's going to be, today's the 24th, the next until Monday. We're expected to have snow until Monday, after, I think, sometime in the middle of the day. So this situation, this temptation to come back, this awakening of the next level of consciousness is most likely going to happen during that time. You're being helped, though. The message that wanted to come through is walking staff, support, and encouragement. This feels like an actual person that's helping. R might be significant. On the walking staff, there's an R on the top. That's a rune for something, but I'm seeing it as just an R. I'm going to look at what they both mean. Mint and walking staff. I'm going to start with the reflection. Are there unfair limitations being imposed on you by someone or something? That goes with it directly with that. So that was the reflection for Mint, and that goes directly with the Dreamer Seven. This feels like with the limiting, this entity that represents this bog person, this bog turtle person, um, who carries a lot of their heaviness around on their backs, um, and for goes intuitive uh, intelligence for personal gain rather, like they'd rather. I'm just trying to paint the picture of what that energy, it's trying to scream it to make sure that whoever is listening to this message knows who that is, um, or what that is, because it's saying, are there unfair limitations being imposed on you by someone or something? There's some sort of limitation, and it's a direct, like I said, it's a direct hit to your masculine energy with that crude message there. Like you got, tiny, tiny energy, right? Like it's a coward betrays. They're standing in the background. They're not even the ones doing the dirty. They're sending their minions out to do dirty toward you, so that you can't even. You're like you're just getting hit from things, and you're like, where is this coming from? Kind of stuff. Like, and it's causing a lot of chaos. The Mint card speaks of deep roots, firm grounding, and refusal to give in. That shows up heavy here. King of Pentacles. Like the source is trying to say that we have been so firm in our roots and refuse to give up and give in to anything, any tyrannical crap. The tenacity of the mint herb can be the despair of many as a gardener. Wait, what? The tenacity of the mint herb can be the despair of many a gardener, but its abundance can also be an encouraging omen. That's such a that's such a, I don't know, that seemed such a weird way to say that for mint. Life's obstacles can be frustrating, but mint reminds you that stubbornness can get you through. Stubbornness. What an interesting way to talk about the mint plant. Consider your current situation. Someone may be trying to uproot you or remove you from something you're passionate about. Don't let them. I mean, this is coming through so freaking strong. Whoever this is, I genuinely feel it is a person. Whoever this is who is trying to uproot you, trying to tempt you, they're not going to do whatever it is, so don't worry about that, but they're going to tempt. They're going to attempt to, and it's going to be a mockery. Like, it's going to be something that's going to be childish as AF. So Spicer is really just saying, ignore them. Don't let them. Make your own decisions, and don't let someone else steal your agency. Dig in and be strong. Stubbornness isn't necessarily a negative trait. So it's encouraging stubbornness right now. That's awesome. It's saying stay steadfast in your ways. We saw that effort sustained. It's saying stay steadfast in your ways right now. That's also a King of Pentacles thing. That's actually one of his shadow aspects, but in this case, it's saying that this is a positive aspect. It's saying his stubbornness, his ability to stick to something is what's actually going to get you through. That's awesome. And you're being helped, so even better. So the reflection, I don't know why I want to do it backwards, but I'm reading from the bottom. Can you identify which parts of your life are lacking strength? So this is what the message is also trying to say, because it's saying that there is that temptation to go back. That's why the message is here. It's saying to not to. I feel like tell Mater. To not to go back. So that the but it's the fact that the temptation is there is still showing up that it's there. So it's saying, can we identify which parts of our lives are lacking strength? It feels like we have our answer right here. Our answer is our mental fortitude. It is saying to not shy away. Her crown, her third eye has a star on it, and that really like the way that she is kind of has that bashfulness. It's like that, and I was saying that earlier, like to not be bashful in this situation, to really stand your ground and really say whatever you like is on your mind, because sometimes people just kind of need that in the face to kind of get them out of their case. The walking staff is at home providing help and support when you are tromping through the woods, as it is comfortable in a garden being used to prop something up. Oh, it's talking about the walking staff as if it's a being. The walking staff is at home providing help and support when you are tromping through the woods, as it is comfortable in a garden being used to prop something up. In essence, the staff is a form of wand, a magical tool used to direct energy and aid in focus. The walking staff card suggests that some part of your life needs more support, something to lean on, or something to help you focus your efforts. Like a plant may need a stake to help it stay upright until it develops enough strength in its stem to stand alone. Your life may be easier if you have something or someone to lean on. A journey can take much less effort if you use a walking staff to give you extra security along the way. And I did mention that there was another being who was helping. I said that with this card actually, and I mentioned that it might be significant with the R. Um, that might be their name. Ronald might be their name. That's coming through. Ronald. But something about a person is helping you get is also helping you develop the strength to do this. They might be that sort of person that is very outspoken and um, helps you to feel comfortable speaking that way too. That's what it feels like. They have some sort of gift for you. Uh, I'm seeing this like prayer beads here hanging from the top. Something about this gift is also going to directly help or have some sort of like it might be actually like a prayer beads thing or like a crystals, something about this piece of um, jewelry or this talisman, this gift is also a talisman. It's able to give you direct connection to source, or a specific guide wants to come through with that talisman. So whatever that person wants to give you that's going to help you, um, it'll be like something that's like a lucky rabbit's foot, something that gives you strength. Like sometimes people have like crystals that they carry around and it gives them, it makes them feel different things depending on the crystal or the talisman or whatever. Whatever this gift is that you're going to get in the next couple of days, it's not only a gift that's going to help you directly connect to a specific um, either passed on uh, loved one or uh, a deity of some sort. So pay attention to who comes through specifically for that. They want to specifically be represented through this piece, because it's special to them. And it might have to do with the fish because I'm getting drawn to that. So there's something about that. It's going to directly connect you to a guide, a specific guide. And when you're using or have this gift, uh, it'll be like that talisman thing where it gives you strength through this event. So it'll be like a lucky rabbit's foot, or like something that like this. I carry this. It's normally on a necklace, but I took it off. It's a, of course, as I was about to speak it, it left my tongue. Um, Obsidian. Uh, this little obsidian crystal. I carry that at certain times to help me neutralize a lot of energy because I get, as a sensitive being, I get very overloaded, especially when I am out and about, especially the places I go, because I have a small child, so it's very loud and a lot of stuff going on a lot. Um, Six of Cups wanted to fall out here. That feels like a different message. So I'm gonna put that on the side there, and then we're gonna, yeah, that message is from the helper. So we're getting a direct message from your helper, who is your divine counterpart. They're popping in here to say hello. Hello, divine counterpart. Thank you. So this final countdown, the final countdown is here for this next awakening to happen. That's what I'm going to call this, the final countdown. And it's a direct test to our masculine. The ego part of the masculine, like the shadow aspect of the masculine, is about to be tested through most likely humiliation. That's what it feels like. That's what it's coming through as. We have got our divine counterpart coming through, trying to give us a message of not only love, like that all-encompassing love, like I'm here to hold you through this no matter what, like I'm unconditionally here to be a container for your expression, but also have me, or have like I'm seeing this little being on the side, and that seems significant, like to have them on the shoulder, to have them like almost in your ear. We got the Lovers, which is again a direct connection to this divine counterpart. We got the Two of Cups again, and we've got the Ace of Cups. And the way I set it up, the Lovers is on top of the King of Pentacles, the Two of Cups is on top of the Elder, and the Ace of Cups is on top of the Ace of Swords. You and this partner are up leveling. So the Elder is like the Hierophant in this deck. They just changed the name, but it's the Hierophant. So it's you and this partner. It feels like like I said, the divine counterpart, the twin flame, the divine counterpart. Your masculine, or your feminine to your divine masculine, like the other actual being, not just within you. It feels like this one is actually outside of you. This being, this person, is coming in to help directly, um, through emotional support. So if you're feeling overwhelmed emotionally, lean on them, talk to them about it, spill a little. It's saying to be a little stubborn, be a little selfish, even. Um, Again, if you're having Seven of Cups, if you're having emotional overwhelm, because that showed up before, if you're having that emotional overwhelm, um, spill it, cry if you have to. Just give this person is there to take it. Yeah, they can handle it. They have enough energy to handle it. It's balanced enough, and it's saying that maybe you're not leaning enough on the support. If the support is there, lean on it. Maybe if you're leaning on it, maybe lean on it a little bit more because especially now, you're gonna need that support to help get you through it. This person's actually not only willing to help, but is divinely guided to help. You're supposed to work together through this emotional space to up level together and go into a deeper connection, um, better harmony, and not only better harmony and flow in the emotional space, not only a better connection in the way that you speak too, but I'm also seeing a telepathic connection is also being upgraded too here. Um, if you have already had a very strong telepathic connection with this being, which I'm seeing that you did, that this is your divine counterpart. You if this is a twin flame sort of situation, which is very much showing up as, you very much have a heavy psychic connection. It's getting up leveled. I'm seeing that here. It's gonna be like you don't even have to speak half the time, and that's coming through as a good thing. Like less words. It's like if you haven't seen Hamilton, that one scene where he's like talk less, smile more. It's gonna be like that where you really don't have to talk because you're smiling at each other and you just know what the other one's thinking and you're intuitively dancing around each other in harmony so beautifully that it makes you want to cry and you will. I'm not even gonna lie, you most likely will. It will open up so much emotion that you will feel that like cathartic release of and it will overwhelm. It feels very much like that. And this is beautiful. I encourage it. I hope you do cry. This is the one time I think in my life I will tell my anybody who ever comes to this reading from this point on, I hope you cry the most beautiful tears, crystal clear tears of joy and happiness because this is gonna be an up level of I mean, yeah, it's just gonna be an intense and incredible up level in I can't even say in your connection and in yourself. Wow. Okay. Um, I'm gonna end it there, and I would love to see and hear what you all go have come up. This will be a timeless reading, although I feel like this one does feel a little bit like a while it's timeless, the time frame is very much set in stone. So no matter if you see this on the January 24th of 2026 or the whatever day of whatever year in the future, um, within the time frames that I had mentioned earlier, which was that 3 to 4 day period, is when this message is speaking about. So I am gonna sign out for that, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.